EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader here on Saturday is our featured golfer. His cushion is a full 4 shots as he gets set to tee off. Saturday afternoon here at the Players, and Frank, we've been witness to some scintillating golf through the first 2 rounds. Now it's moving day. And for our featured golfer, this is really an important 18 holes. Time to ask the question internally, can I compete on one of the game's biggest stages? And to this point, Frank, the answer has been a resounding yes.
Exactly, Rich. I think we've just got to credit the golf that we've seen the first 2 rounds. Today, for every player that's playing the Saturday round, it is a challenge. It's a challenge really on where they're going to finish come the end of the day, position-wise, relative to the lead. And for our featured player, the challenge is just playing the same type of golf that you had for 2 days, for the first 2 days. But that's the challenge of golf week in, week out. Can you do what you know you can do?
Yeah, that's a nice putt. Getting it there up the hill was half the battle. This got there just a little wide of the mark. Okay, it's a bogey here at first. And that's going to tighten things up a little as the lead is down to 2. Second hole, it's a par 5.
You'd think birdie or eagle off this tee, and we've seen a lot during the Players' Championship, but once again, you have to move that tee shot right to left, but be careful of those pines.
And that's going to play just fine. So after the early bogey, the response is a solid tee shot here at the second.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Good chance to make up for that bogey at the first. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second to 16 under par. Next up, the 177-yard par 3 third, the easiest par 3 at TPC Sawgrass. 2-tiered green sloping from back to front. And it is protected by a bunker in front and grass bunkers to the right. Birdie, definitely in the cards here if you hit a good shot off the tee. Oh, he gets that one to stop perfectly. That is very well judged. So no gust of wind forthcoming. He'll tap that in for his birdie, but that's about as close to a hole-in-one as you're ever gonna see. So much focus here, Frank, on 16, 17, and 18. Number 4 is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water.
So tempting to go for it right, but that's a very smart layup. Going to leave a simple little wedge shot into this 4th green. So after a big drive, 77 yards now for his second. I think I'd be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. Now to the 5th. This long par 4 thought to be one of the most difficult holes on the front side here at the TPC Sawgrass.
Yeah, if you've got plenty of length in the bag, you can almost take it directly over the bunker on the right. But if you're not as long, you have to air down that left side.
We've already seen some narrow landing areas on these first few holes. Number 5, no different, and that is really a good tee shot there. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
Now a 7-footer.
Oh, it looked like it was in. Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And this is going to drop that lead down to 3 shots. Frank, what are the players facing here at the 6th 393-yard par 4?
Ideally, just want to hit that ball about 250 yards. It's going to leave you a shot of sort of 140 yards in. Then the green looks quite big because you're far enough back that those palm trees don't become a problem.
And all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. This game not just about length, it's about putting the ball in the right position, and that's what he's done. Really a good opportunity to make a birdie. Let's see what he can do from 87 yards, second shot.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
Just has to get the ball started and it will work back to the right and toward the hole.
Nicely read there. It is a par here at the sixth, and he's going to hold on to that three-shot lead. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass, Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
Now a second from 164 yards out.
Imagine a miss club because that ball sailed past the flag. Really just fortunate to stay on the back of the green.
A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle. Okay, I'd call that an acceptable effort from that range. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And this will remain a 3-shot lead. Up next, the 237-yard 8th. It's the longest par 3 at TPC Sawgrass with a wide variety of challenges, including a deep, narrow, and sloping green protected by grass bunkers. Par is the goal here on this very demanding hole. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And the lead's going to remain 2. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
Right, in the fairway. Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. You can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Okay, no problem with that one. That will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
134 yards left to the flagstick today. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. We'll have 17 feet on this putt. Oh, and a shot in the arm there to start the second 9. That's in for par here at 10. And he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5. No shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it. What a great tee shot. Bisected the fairway beautifully.
Oh, and that is into one of the 2 putt bunkers left of this 11th green. Digs into the bunker, getting set to play the 3rd shot.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And he'll hold tight at 17 under par.
Now to the par 4 12th, and it's a pretty short hole, Frank.
Yeah, Pete Dye often doesn't get enough credit for his short par fours. This is a great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
And that one too close to the edge, and it's going to wind up falling into the bunker. So this one going to have to carry a long way. Tough to control the golf ball out of the bunker. This is on the green, but with a lot of work left to be done. Oh, that is a really good putt. Got it to throw out the anchor right near the hole. That's well done. That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. We now come to the 13th penalty area down the left side, protecting this beautiful 181-yard par 3 and two small but deep maintained bunkers guarding a 3-tiered green. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either, sitting up in the short grass. Now from off the Bermuda grass is second at the par 3. Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And this will remain a one-shot advantage. Next up, the treacherous 481-yard par 4 14. Narrow fairway bunker and a lateral water hazard running along the left side and large, deep grass bunkers down the right. Accuracy is paramount here if you're going to get out of here with a par. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway. That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. What a save there. This hole was trouble all the way through, but that one in the hole from off the green to somehow salvage a par. Amazing. Back to the TPC Sawgrass, the 15th hole. It's a par 4 as we make our way to this finishing stretch. And Frank, what's in store for the players here?
Another one of those par 4s around 450 yards. Ideally hit it tee shot down the right side, keeping it away from that bunker, but that's a flat bunker down the right with no lip, so it's still not too bad. Biggest problem here is that green. So many undulations on this green.
Now Nota, his second from the fairway.
Left himself with 155. Pin is in the far back portion of this green.
Well, not super close, but safely on the green.
Down to Iona, this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's got it to minus 18. This is a fun hole, starting this closing stretch. They call it the gauntlet here at TPC Sawgrass. Par 5 at 523 yards. You think back some of the great moments. Freddie Couples making eagle here. Davis Love through the trees in the rain suit on his way to victory. And then Craig Perks in one of the all-time upsets, chipping in here at the par 5. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Worked out really well, landing just short, gets that little bump onto the green, and now maybe a huge bump on the scorecard, Frank, if this putt goes down for an eagle.
Well worked out second shot, Rich. You could not fly that ball on the green and expect it to finish up in that front third.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that is some kind of round going on now. What a putt that was. It's an eagle. And his sensational play continues on this backside. Everyone who's been there will tell you the walk from 16 green to 17 tee is one of the nervier walks you will ever make in this sport, and for good reason. That needs to get up. Oh my goodness, right after the eagle at 16, how do you follow it up? Tee shot in the lake here at the fabled 17. Okay, so now after the drop and the penalty stroke, this will become his third shot now at the par 3. Oh, second time's the charm. That is a beautiful shot. That'll leave you saying, why didn't I do that the first time? Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3, and he'll fall back to minus 19. Now to one of the most spectacular finishing holes in golf. 462-yard par 4 18th at TPC Sawgrass. Water guarding the entire left side of the fairway. Mounds and trees lining the right, as picturesque and difficult as they come. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Now a second from just under 180 yards. Frank landed it on the green.
It was never going to stop.
No, no chance. That's a good putt to save par here at 18. That will be a third straight round in the 60s. Huge spot right here. After 54 holes at the Players, our featured golfer on top of the star-studded leaderboard. They'll take the pole position going into Sunday's final round.
And this is the tournament. These are your peers that you're trying to beat. This is the